sanded and stained these yesterday.
Betty Boop's gone missing. All hands on deck to finish the fencing for the puppies so we could all head off to the show.
So we want a big cheer. It's getting late in the day and the boys have been chopping hard all day for you. That number 4, that number 3, he knew when to start. He's right on the money. A little fella, 4-year-old, is starting right on the count of 3. I tell you what, old Arthur's got second wind. Come on, Arthur. Come on, Tony. He's got a good turn in him. He's got his balance for a bloke that's 80. I tell you what, jump up on a log and try. It's not as easy as you think. It's a good race from here. Who's winning? Who do you reckon is winning there, granddaughter? How about the biggest cheer of the Manbury show?
Okay, so as you can see, right above me there, they're little C channels, well, 150mm C channels. I want to cut them off around about there and fit the fascia and the gutter. So I've got about a 75mm overhang or lap on the roof over the guttering. So I'm going to catch all of the water. I'm going to cut the C channel, make some brackets out of them, tech screw them on, because this fascia is pretty chunky. It's like 150mm by, I think it's 25mm, 6 inches by 1 inch, or 1 by 6, as you guys, your friends in the States like to call it. Then I'm going to fix them on with tech screws. Then I can then fix the gutter brackets onto that, and then the guttering onto the gutter brackets, and then the down pipe and the 90-degree bends, then the pod, and then pipe into the pod, connect it all up. I don't think I'm gonna get that all done today, but never know, see how it goes, especially with that cloud and that dark stuff there. But we've got a bit of blue there, so see how we go. Okay, so Nic's uploading the latest video up to YouTube for us. I'm going to get on and do this measuring. So like I said before, I'm going to measure off the edge of the container. Same distance this side as the end. Try and get the 2 parallel line for the fascia and here. So when we do the cladding and then we do the eaves, it looks professional, like it should be. I know it's hard because it's 13 steps backwards with this place and 1 step forward, but what other choice do we have? So I'm gonna get on with that. I guess I'll put you in hyper mode to save you the boredom again.
Show. I said I ain't got much, but I got somewhere to go. I got a case full of clothes and a bottle of Jack. He said, okay, sir, and climbed up into the back. He asked me where we were heading. I said, I really don't care. I'm just a drifter and I'm happy when I'm heading nowhere. I got $16, but Joe, you ain't got a dime. But it doesn't really matter when we're just killing time.
Whew, that was a mission. Now that I've got all that cut off, I'm going to use the C channel and attach it to the back of the fascia, and then I can fix it to the steel brackets nice and tight, and then work the gutter brackets out from there. So let's head off into the workshop. I sanded and stained these yesterday, as you know, all them up. They've come up really well, but there was a bit of a bow, so I've stacked them opposing each other's bow, if you were, and put a really nice weight overnight. Now, I'm pretty impressed. It's kind of flattened out. They're not perfect, but I guess if it was perfect, it'd make the rest of it look like really bad. So what I've got to do now is make the brackets. I'm going to use the C-channels, fit on the back of the fascia here. So I've got to work out the exact height I want, but I've got to forward think to when I do the barge capping on the side and the eaves or soffit or soffit, depending on where you are in the world, where that's going to come. So I don't want to make this look wrong when I come to do the rest of the cladding, if you know what I mean. I guess you'll find out down the track if you're following us. So a bit of thought to happen, a bit of working out, a bit of measuring, then we'll get some brackets on. Thank goodness for big saws. Made these brackets up. The distance between there and there is exactly the distance between that rafter and that rafter, and consequently that one there, which is the third one. So obviously, being extremely heavy, being iron bark, it's a very, very dense Australian hardwood. I can just about manage 2 at a time. But what I've done, I'd love to know if you think this is a genius plan or everyone does it. I've put a bit of wood there, clamped it so I can take the fascia up, rest it on there and kind of do one at a time. One-man band job. Because like I said before, poor Nick, she's indoors, desperately trying hard to edit the latest video. We had a bit of a software glitch, a bit of an update, and it was an absolute nightmare, poor love. And then the new computer we bought had a keyboard malfunction, so she couldn't do any editing at all. So we had to go and get a new computer. That was 3 days out, and we finally got it done last night, but she's now having to upload, and being in the country, internet is really, really slow. Now, there is a point just up there on the hill that is a direct line of sight for internet, like a wireless, what do you call it, your mobile phone reception. So sometimes when it's really bad, we go and sit up there with a beer, a glass of wine, wait for the video to upload. Perfect excuse. This is heavy. Oh. So far, so good. Oh yeah. So I've got a bit to cut off, so let's screw that up, see what it's like. Beautiful. See it's up and nice and straight. We made some brackets there to hang off the top hats simply because it was bent like a dog's hind leg. And now she's straight and true and ready for the guttering.
was Joe. I said I ain't got much, but I got somewhere to go. I got a case full of clothes and a bottle of Jack. He said, okay, sir, and climbed up into the back. He asked me where we were heading. I said, I really don't care. I'm just a drifter and I'm happy when I'm heading nowhere. I got $16, but Joe, you ain't got a dime. But it doesn't really matter when we're just killing time.
Jobs are good 'un. Next, the other side. We really enjoy making these videos, and we hope you enjoy watching them too. I want to talk to you. We, Nick and I, love making these videos, and we really sincerely and truly
We love getting our creative juices flowing here and running them up off grid. Just like we love creating videos for you.
and we want to keep them coming.
YouTube requires us to have 1,000 subscribers to keep our channel alive. Click the big red word subscribe. Please support us. And wee little us. Hit the like button and the thumbs up.
Or subscribe, like and share it with your friends.
What? Great idea, Rocco.
Yes, it is, but most important is to subscribe.
So, have you done it yet?
So here's a really quick and simple way to make some name tags for your garden. I just cut them out, write the name on and poke them into the ground with the pointy end. Very, very simple. However, this method using the egg cartons didn't work so well in this heat here because the soil dried out too quickly, but in other climates it may be fine. These little greenhouses, on the other hand, made with soft drink bottles were fantastic. The capsicums are doing just great, and the spray I made with the chili, garlic and soap worked a treat as well. We have another new addition to the family. Her name is Maggie, and she is a 3-day-old lamb. Fortunately for Maggie, she was rejected by her first-time mum, which quite often for sheep can be the case, unfortunately. So we have some special formula that we'll be feeding her by bottle about 4 times per day, and I'm sure she'll grow to be a happy, healthy little sheep. She's already getting on really well with the dogs, Buddy, Sadie and Tilly, and she's a very cute addition and balances them out beautifully. Let's have a look at her formula. It's very similar to human baby's formula, but obviously designed specifically for sheep. This comes from the animal produce in a bag, and she'll drink it out of this bottle here. We've already given her 2 feeds and she takes the bottle really, really well. So I don't think we'll be having any problems with her, and I think she's a very happy addition to our family. Hello. She's very cute, but she can't sleep inside at night time because they're very difficult to toilet train. So we're going to make her a little enclosure outside so she can be safe and feel secure, and wild dogs certainly can't come and get her while we're sleeping at night. So that's our next job today, is to put together some fencing panels for her for a nice little comfortable place to sleep at night. Stay out the way while Rob unloads. You get the good job. We're just getting used to this new little enclosure, so she feels comfortable to come in here and sleep by herself. The puppies were in here with us a few minutes ago, but I've disturbed them, so they've popped out, and we'll see if Maggie will have a sleep in here and feel a bit more comfortable in here so she can spend her time in here either at night or while we're out doing other things. So let's see how she goes. So Maggie's been drinking milk about every 4 hours. She had one feed through the night, which is one more than we expected, but that's okay. And she's settling in really nicely with the pups. She was laying down having a sleep with one of them earlier. So yeah, about 4 hourly feeds, so 4 to 5 feeds a day. She's drinking about 600 ml at a time of her formula, and just see if we can get settled her into her own bed. Yes.
Now, been donated a pressure pump, and apparently the impeller is seized. That's there. So I'm gonna take that apart, sit at the table, nice and quiet, see if I can repair it and install it. The reason why I want to get that done is obviously because it's 240 and it works off the tap instead of having to flick a switch on like we've having to do with the 12-volt system. It was great when we had nothing, and now that we've got the solar connected, I just want to take it to the next level. So there's the solar. So the solar goes to the 12-volt battery. That white lead goes to the pump, which is connected to the plumbing there. It's served its purpose, done its time, and now on to better. Oh, and yeah, got the guttering all finished. Looks great. Thanks to our friends, come and helped us over the weekend. And oh, you might have heard that. So now we've got to get this pump going and see if I can get it installed. I think I fixed it. It was just a seized electric motor. So I took the pump, as you can see, I took the pump housing off. There was a couple of other things like O-rings were in the wrong place, too much PDFE tape. Squirted some, it's called, that stuff there. Good Australia, hey? So anyway, unseized her, put it all back together, cleaned all the O-rings off, cleaned all the PTFE tape off, put some new Teflon tape on, just tested it, and she runs a treat. So the next thing is to install into the system and run a electrical supply to the pump. So now the pump's fixed, I'm in the house and I'm fixing up this trap that's an abortion. It should have a U-bend on it to stop the smells. and we've been getting a lot of flies coming up through, which is disgusting. So that's the next job on the list. I finally got the trap in. Let's have a look. There. I had to completely undo all that mess there, re-drill a hole through the floor, hence this lovely bit of covering so the mice can't get in. But nice trap, no more flies. I've just got to go and seal it up down underneath that container, and then we'll give her a test. It comes out here down into the ground. Ah, mate, are you looking after it for me? Are you? Are you, darling? Oh, you're a good lad. Oh, yes you are. You're a good boy. He's going to get his ball. For now, this runs all the way out to there, and then it comes up out the ground, which is obviously no good. That's the next stage, is to put a proper, what we call a grey water system in, with a pump that we can pump out onto this lovely garden.
So we just got back from shopping and we found that there has been an absolute downpour. The good news is our pipes are working, the gutters. We've got 100ml each side. Bad news is Betty Boop's gone missing, the guinea fowl have gone missing, and these guys got drenched. And someone's hungry, so we need to quickly run and try and find Betty Boop. Come back and give her a feed. Pigs are all fine. No sign of guinea fowl, none up the tree. Even the apostle birds are here waiting. Look at that sky. Rocco's fine, he's eating. Poor little Maggie the lamb's bleating for her dinner. Down here. I don't know where the guinea fowl will be hiding. Sometimes get in here. This is a huge tree we heard fall down last week. Massive, big, long crack. Chuk, 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 chuk.
What's all that?
Sit down, Betty.
Hey, Betty. What's going on?
She looks fine.
Hey, darling.
What's she doing down here? You with your friends?
Want some dinner? Somebody does.
She seems quite happy, doesn't she?
Yeah.
We better get up and feed the lamb. It's overdue and it's bleating. Looks like Betty's staying there for the night, so we'll leave the gate open. I'm sure she'll be back in the morning for a feed.
That's sure.
Pigs to greet us. Oh no. Hey, piglet. Come on.
She beat me.
Come on. Oh, I think they deserve some pellets for that. Oh, good fun. Oh, she's puffed. Pellets, then we're going to go feed the lamb.
Good night then.
Right, tuk-tuks?
Yeah, they're roosted. At last. Rain. She done?
She's done. She was hungry. The gutters did their job while we were away. Nice. Hello. Coming up to you. Come on.
Hey, gentle.
Nothing better than coming out to your garden at night, picking some basil for your spaghetti bolognese. Rob's in the kitchen getting the spaghetti started. Puppies are inside because it's raining. Hey, Sadie, I'm coming. Yum yum. It's like an animal sanctuary here.
What do you mean like?
Everyone's been inside today because it's been raining and because we're soft. For the lack of size. Well, this feels like deja vu. Hey!